once you've got it recording, then you answer back and you say, recording? Recording. And you call for the marker, and then you call for action.
Marker?
Fifth period cooking show, take 1, 5:13:10. Mark.
Action. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Devin Penner, and we are welcoming you back into the kitchen. This is my co-host, Gray Pendergrass. Say hi, Gray.
Hi.
Today we're going to be making a very simple dessert for you, no-bake pie. Gray, can you tell them what we may need to make the no-bake pie?
Well, to make a no-bake pie, we're going to need some Cool Whip, some cream cheese, and some sugar.
Which we have all for you today. Cream cheese, Cool Whip, and the sugar. Now, what you're going to want to do right now, oh, where's my measuring cup? There it is. You're going to want to be able to mix these things into a large container such as this. Gray, would you mind doing that while I tell them what we're going to be doing over here?
No problem.
Now, we may have to change sides during this thing, so our handy-dandy blender can help Gray out with the mixing. But while Gray is doing that, I'm going to grab 2 regular old graham cracker pie crust and 2 bananas. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to cut these bananas into parts so we can lay them gently across the bottom of the graham cracker crust and make it nice and pretty to eat. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is actually open the graham cracker crust so you're not eating plastic and things, because that'd be bad. So I'm going to do that real quick and set those to the side. How's it coming over there, Gray?
It's looking good. Just getting the Cool Whip out.
Why don't you tell them what you're going to do with all the ingredients?
All right. Well, I'm going to take 8 ounces of Cool Whip, and I'm going to mix it with 8 ounces of cream cheese and 1/3 cup of sugar. And I'm going to blend it until it's nice and creamy and solid all the way through.
Now I'm going to be over here. I'm setting my graham cracker crust to the side so they don't get in the way of things. And I'm just going to open the bananas. They're just regular old bananas that we're going to use here. And you're going to want to be able to cut these in such a way to where you can have plenty to be able to put on the bottom that they cover both of the bottoms of the pie crust. So any way you would like to do that, it's up to you, but we prefer to cut them kind of small yet big enough to cover large spaces at a single time. We're using a butter knife for this because you don't really need a sharp one. And we rather would refrain from using sharp and dangerous objects if need be. So, moving some more stuff out of our way. Gray, let me know when you need this over here so I can help you out.
All right, Devin.
Gray, what are you putting in there now?
I'm adding the cream cheese right now, and I'm about to add 1/3 cup of sugar.
Now, the sugar, you can make use more or less of the sugar depending on your preference. But since we're young teenagers, we prefer to have a little more, so we may add a little more. But the normal amount's about 1/3. As you can see, I'm still over here cutting the bananas, and I'm going to grab. Is the trash can over there, Gray?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab one of the graham cracker crusts and put some bananas at the bottom of it, and just set them down as such. Oh, they're slippery. And be able to cover the. Oh my goodness. There you go.
All right, Devin, I need the blender if you wouldn't mind.
So we're going to switch places. It's very important to keep cleaning as you go. It makes things a lot easier and not as cramped, if you will, especially in a small confined space. So Gray's over there, and he's going to blend that up nice and smooth for us. And what we're going to end up doing is pouring it on top of the pie with the bananas on the bottom. And so basically that's what we're looking at as far as what the pie would look like. We got one more banana for the other pie, and I'm going to cut that up right now, and I'm going to move this back over here. How's it coming over there, Greg?
It's going good. I'm just getting this mixed up.
Now, as you can see, the substances we use to put into the cream filling for the pie are not very heavy, so it's not going to require a lot of strength to be able to blend them, such as if you were using large things of butter. But they are kind of thick, so it may take a little longer if you're in a hurry. But we think this is easier and quicker to make than most pies, so especially if you're in a hurry. We have not tried this pie before, but from what we hear, it's very good, so we're deciding to make it. And maybe impress our girlfriends with it later, if you know what I mean. So, still cutting this stuff over here.
So just getting this mixed up.
Alright, and I'm done with the banana. I'm also done with the knife, so I'm going to set that out of our way and grab the other pie crust. And set it on the bottom. Again, like we did with the first pie. Now, we call this a no-bake pie because you don't have to bake it. You just put the ingredients in that we're naming off and you're done with it. You may want to add some things here and there for personal preference to make it pretty and whatnot. So what we're going to add on top of it are blueberries to make ours pretty. Plus blueberries are just tasty, so we think it can add to the great taste of the no-bake pie. You can use anything you want, strawberries, cherries, it's all personal preference, but we're going to use blueberries like I said. And so now I'm just cleaning up some more so we can get things out of our way. And grab the other pie. And once Gray's done blending, we're going to be able to put the cream and things on top of the bananas for us to have. About done over there, Gray?
Yeah, it's looking good.
It's smelling good too. Alrighty. You may want to clean off it may get stuck in the blending things, like as you can see, so you're just going to want to be able to put the beaters and be able to clean them off as such. Basically, you're going to want to make sure we can disperse it well enough that it covers the pie, but also we have enough for 2 pies, which we think we do. We used a lot of material to be able to make this. So, and Gray's doing that right now. It's tough, Gray?
Oh, it's a little hard to get out of here, but...
So, just waiting on this.
A lot of it stuck off in here.
Yeah, it is. Alrighty. If you want to eject those, you may be able to get them out easier. Also, it's very important to be able to wash your hands before you do this because it's all very hands-on. So make sure you wash your hands with soap and water. Hot water preferably to get all the stings off. For more information, go to the FDA.com and they will show you how to properly wash your hands. It's smelling good, Gray.
It's looking good, though.
Didn't he do a great job, ladies and gentlemen? Didn't he do a fantastic job? I think he did. Let's give Gray a round of applause. Thank you, Gray.
Thank you, Devin. Your banana cuts over there look good, too.
You know, it takes skill to be able to do this. All right, so we're just going to take some of the filling and put it on top of the pie as such and be able to spread it out. Now, this is going to be just as thick as it was before, so it may be a little harder to spread out. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That didn't work out. Ugh. Okay. Now, Gray's going to finish that, and I'm going to go get the blueberries. These are just regular old blueberries that we're going to use here, and put them in a can opener. Now, we have just a regular size 1 pound, 5 ounce can of blueberries, and so you're going to want to split them in half, such as the filling for both pies, and put them on top. And you want to do it in a way that makes the pie look pretty, but also have enough so each person who gets a slice has enough blueberry on theirs to make it taste good. And I can smell the blueberry as I'm opening it, and it smells wonderful. Like
I love blueberries.
So this should be exciting for all of us. Oh, and they're sticky. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Just wonderful. So we're going to throw that away too. And I'm going to keep continuing to clean my mess as we go in order to avoid having so much chaos. As you can see, Gray's over here still doing the filling. And once he gets done with that and started on the other pie, I can start pouring the blueberries on top to make it pretty as he's doing that. And then the same thing will happen once he's done with that one.
Just getting this evenly dispersed around this pie.
And as you can see, the materials are not always cooperative, which is why you're going to want to use blueberries to kind of make it pretty on top. I don't think anything green would make it pretty. As you see at fancy restaurants, it won't make it pretty. It'll in fact look weird having that kind of thing on a pie.
Yeah, I think those only go with steak.
Yeah. So, and that's what it's going to look like once you get done with putting the cream on top. And now I'm just going to kind of put the blueberries on top as Gray's doing that in such a way it's pretty, but we're not overusing them for the other one. But I think we have plenty of blueberries. So, And once Gray's done using that, you can also use that to kind of spread out the blueberries to make them look, to make sure you can cover up as much as you can of the white stuff. And so once Gray gets done doing that, I'll be able to spread this out some more. No rush, Gray. But pretty much you can kind of get a general idea of what the pie will end up looking like. Like I said before, you can use cherries or strawberries, just pretty much whatever you would like to have on top. It's all personal preference. As with anything in here, I'm sure you could put strawberries on the bottom or a kiwi on the bottom, just kind of whatever you would like. I wouldn't put coconut or anything like that. That'd be kind of weird. But any fruit really would be okay. And Gray's just going to scrape the edges to get as much of the material as possible. Don't want to waste anything because we are thankful for what we have.
Can't be wasteful.
And also, there's still plenty on the beaters, as you can see, that we can use if need be. But in order to speed things up, we just pulled it straight out of the bowl. But there's always more for us. And this is a reason why we're going to want to make sure our hands are washed, because Gray is using his hands an awful lot to get things off, but it's healthy because of our cleanliness, if you will. That's great looking. Gray did a great looking job, everybody.
Great looking job.
Great looking. And so once we finish that up, good job, Gray.
I'll get this last little bit here, Devin.
Alrighty. And I'm going to hand this one over to Gray. As I pour the other blueberries on top for Gray to smooth the blueberries out as well. And this is a team effort. I mean, it's not difficult to do by yourself. It's no-bake pie, so it's fairly easy to do by yourself.
But it's always nice to have a friend there cooking with you.
You know, cooking's more fun when you're with people. I consider it a social activity. And I mean, really, if you think about it, all things are fun when you're with somebody. So I'm putting a finish with this, so I'm going to throw it away. I would recycle it. Personally, you know, go green, but using what we have here as a trash can. So, and Gray, that's looking excellent over there.
Thank you, Devin.
And this is our no-bake pie, everybody. As you can see, it was really quick and easy to make, and we had fun making it. Wouldn't you say, Gray?
Oh yeah, we got a little dirty, but
you know, it's all fun. Nothing, little it can't fix. Be with us next week as we show you how to make tomato soup, and not the Campbell's kind you get out of the can, your grandmother's kind. Thank you, and we'll see you next week on Back in the Kitchen.